Tea time's over already? I'll be right back. I'm back, but hey, it's a great day for this because in this video, we're gonna be talking about pairing international riding experiences with study abroad or international non-horse work experiences. In this video, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my own personal story, studying abroad and then working abroad on a horse farm, and then give you tangible tips on how you can come up with and develop a similar opportunity for yourself. This might be useful if you are thinking about college in the future, in college right now, or even if it's way behind you. Today might be useful for you. So let me tell you a bit about my story. I was doing my undergrad at Penn State in ag education, agricultural education and extension, and I spent a semester studying at University of Bath in the UK. Now, I wasn't too involved with horses at my time there. In fact, I probably could have, one, either picked a little bit better location for my horse interest, and then two, probably could have made a bit more effort. But I did some trail riding and hacks out across the countryside here and there, and that was that. But afterwards, that summer, I took the opportunity, since I was already in Europe, to then find someone to work for that summer. And that's the summer I worked for Karin Donckers, who's a 6-time Belgian Olympian event rider. I worked for her right before the London Olympics, which is a really cool opportunity to see her program. I was there with a few other working students. I learned a lot from her as well as her assistant trainer, and just spent a lot of time in the saddle, as well as doing the normal barn chores and learning how she manages all her horses. And for me, it was just a completely, yes, it was a rider with high performance horses at the top of the sport, but it was also being outside of a country different from my own. It was just a very different way of seeing how horses are managed, and that horses could be managed, high performance horses could be managed in a really great way, but it can look very different. And so it really opened my mind to other possibilities and learning what's possible in this industry as far as horse management and producing horses, developing horses for their intended jobs and so forth. So it was a really great experience. And you, now getting back to you might be wanting to think about an opportunity for yourself. So I encourage you, if you are around, will be in college age or at college age, I highly encourage you to get some international study abroad experience. It just opens your mind in a whole new way to the possibilities. But then once you're there, you can either think about where you choose to study abroad strategically outside of your home country, and then once you're there already, think about other opportunities maybe after your program to work with a top professional or to audit clinics, to visit farms and so forth. So first, let's say you are abroad, and hey, if you are abroad because of a non-horse related work trip, maybe you're a little further along in your career, that counts as well. So imagine you're abroad. You want to think about first finding yards and stables to maybe visit. It might be a great time to learn about a stud, a breed registry. It might be an interesting way to just see how the layout of farms work as far as turnout or the use of a walker or the morning, like how are farms and barns even just set up, and some of that you can just see by driving or walking or biking by. Then I want you to think about what type of riders or programs you might be able to have either short-term or a longer-term opportunity with. For me, while I stress that it's really important to have long-term work experience in this industry under a respected professional, this is also a nice opportunity to have a short-term experience, because you can see a lot and learn a lot about a very different program and oftentimes horse culture in that new place. And your commitment is low, so you can see if you like that place and if it might be a great place to come back to long term and spend a significant amount of your preparations as a future professional in that environment. So think about very strategically who those riders and programs are. this is another area to reach out to your network and to make sure that you are associating yourself. If you're going to spend time with someone, particularly an extended amount of time, make sure that it is not only a reputable trainer, but also that their system and program is aligned with your goals. That's where leaning into your network, even your home trainer might have a network that's global, right? And particularly if they're involved in sourcing and upper levels of competition, oftentimes horse professionals are in fact global. It becomes a very small industry even across the globe. For me, I also connect young riders and any rider who's thinking about a pro career with opportunities, and happy to provide feedback on different opportunities and individuals that might be beneficial to work for or to see programs when you are abroad. The third piece of advice I'll give you is document your experience. You know what? When I was in England, I have this photo. This was the bridge I walked to every day to get to campus. Wow, I'm holding it upside down. There we go. I walked across this bridge. It was an exciting time, and I still keep this picture. It's not the most exciting picture, but it's beautiful, and it reminds me of that time. While I was working with Karin in Belgium, I have a few photos, but I didn't document it as well, and I really wish I had just more examples to show you all, and just examples for myself as well. And then of course, if you're on social media, which you should be if you're thinking about a pro career, sharing your journey and what you're learning with others, of course under the permission of that program and trainer. But being able to document that either for yourself or for others is extremely, extremely helpful. So with that, if we have not met before, I'm Dr. Emily Irvin Cordero. I am the founder of the Rising Equestrian Pro, which is an online platform all about helping you as a future professional prepare for your pro riding training career. We have all types of resources, but check out the link below. I have the 7-day Roadmap to Pro series, which as I've had hundreds of conversations across the industry, I've figured out a few of the key trends that we're seeing in successful professionals. They have a lot of stories around accessing horsepower, finding the finances, building the credentials for their pro career. And I brought you a couple of videos related to finding ride opportunities on upper level horses, figuring out the right timeline for you, building your network and connections in the industry that will help you take a deeper dive into these subjects as you prepare for your future pro career. If you have found today's video useful, interesting, please subscribe. There's a lot of great things on this channel as well as great things to come, and I will talk to you next time. See ya.